supposed to be sleeping right now, but I wanted to do this today so I didn't feel rushed in the morning. I have to wake up very early to make it to the airport and head to Milwaukee. A few lucky people and myself were invited to test ride their new bike, the new Roadster by Royal Enfield, and I'll try to get as much video as possible. Okay, right now I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna get ready for tomorrow, and I'll see you in a few hours. I'm here. I already put my bag down. Goodie bag from the team. Whoa. Little vanity over there. It's so confusing. And the view. That's it. What we're gonna do now is probably go grab some lunch because everyone is hungry, and it's 3 p.m. We don't have to meet with the team until 5:50, and we'll go from there. If you're wondering why I keep saying we, it's because I went to that press lounge with a few of my friends. That's one of them. Her name is Ananda, and she was wondering if we could take those bicycles out for a spin like the sign said. The answer was yes. Back there is my other friend, and her name is Carolina. I would have loved to record more of the city, but the restaurant was only like 2 or 3 blocks away from the hotel. It was called Cafe Benelux, and we went to the rooftop and had 3 ginormous burgers because we were all starving. After that, we went for a walk by the river, and believe it or not, we happened to stumble upon the Royal Enfield headquarters, which we didn't know were there, so we were surprised when we saw all these motorcycles lined up so neatly right next to each other. Now, the color that you were just looking at, that's the Brava Blue. The next one is the Playa Black, and the one that caught my eye that day is the Smoke Silver. I liked it because I thought it made the look of the bike stand out, but Royal Enfield does have other colors, including the yellow ribbon, the shadow ash, the bronze, and the gold dip. Royal Enfield was very nice to all of us and gave us this goodie bag, and I'm in my room, so I'm going to open it and show it to you. Everyone got a tag with their name and the schedule of this next 2 days. A shirt, front, back, this looks like a map of things that we can do around the area if we want to when we have free time. Notebook, pen, tiny bag. Oh, maybe I can wear this tomorrow. Stand out. And a sticker. What is this? Ooh, fancy. Looks like it's a card that is also a box opener, a bottle opener, a wire cutter. That's fancy. Anyway, thank you, Royal Enfield. And that's it. Right now, I'm gonna start getting ready to head downstairs and have dinner with everyone else who's joining Maybe we'll make some new friends. And we're gonna have a meeting about the schedule for tomorrow. So it should be fun. I will see you most likely tomorrow. And just like that, we made it to the headquarters of Royal Enfield in Milwaukee. During these events, you get to meet journalists from magazines, online publications, photographers, bloggers, other content creators, and industry leaders. And it is hours and hours of talking motorcycles. So it's actually a lot of fun. And believe it or not, the one station that was an absolute hit was the make your own hat station. They had pins, stickers, embroidered patches that you could glue to a hat, and you can watch the whole process. It was actually quite fun. No one was paying any attention to the food. Now we have to move on and listen to a little bit of the presentation that the Royal Enfield team had for us, and it was actually very, very interesting. So put your listening ears on. Oh, and this is the final product of my hat.
They sold 260,000 units, we sold 300,000. That was the first year in Royal Enfield's history we eclipsed Harley Davidson. Now you look 10 years forward, we sold 1 million units last year. That's the pace of growth the Royal Enfield business has been moving to.
You need quite a substantial catalytic converter setup. So the two cats on there, they're big, they're heavy, they're usually horrible things to package. So what do? We shove them up under the bike, get the weight down as low as possible, get it as narrow as possible, and then allow that tight package.
Believe it or not, we are very responsible riders. So the next day we were A-OK. Everyone made it to the lobby by 7:45, and at 8 we were all having breakfast at the headquarters. The plan was to hit the road at 9 and ride for about 6 or 7 hours. So we cheered to that. The humidity here is insane. But I picked my bike, the gray one, and the essentials are in there, potluck and mount to record everything. We're gonna hit the road in about an hour or so. We're gonna go grab breakfast there. So let's go. Teachable moment. If you have never ridden in a big group, every group needs to have a sweeper. That's the rider that just passed us. They are usually very experienced and skilled riders, and their job is to make sure that everyone in the group is safe. They block intersections so everyone can make the light or take a turn. And I want to personally thank Royal Enfield, because the only thing that I had to worry about that day was riding the motorcycle. Our first content stop outside the city was at a construction site. The raw industrial backdrop paired perfectly with the bike's design. And during this downtime, we are free to create our own content. And of course, I was very happy about that. I also spotted this massive pile of dirt that looked like the perfect spot to take a shot. But just as I was setting up, the construction crew arrived to start their shift. All I managed to shoot before moving was a quick 360 video of the bike beside it. But honestly, it still looked pretty damn great. We rode a few more miles before pulling into a small gas station just outside the city because, let's be honest, everyone at this point needed a body break. On another note, it was great seeing so many familiar faces at this press lounge. Do you recognize any? After about 10 or 15 minutes, we hit the road and rolled into the beautiful countryside where the views did not disappoint. Remember that content stop in the city? Well, this is our second stop, and this time I want to give you a little behind the scenes look at how we capture those super cool shots and videos during press launches. First, you line up and wait for your turn. Chat a bit with the crew.
You get some good shots at that white sort of shed that you guys lined up with.
I think the wheels on the turn cool.
Yeah? Awesome.
Thank you.
It's a good pivot, right?
It was a very cool
And then you rolled up to the front. Follow directions.
Okay, you're gonna run through this section, through this kink. There's a little bit of gravel on this corner. And you're gonna continue a half mile and you're gonna hit a T intersection where the other bikes will be stopped. You're good to go.
And go! Once you make it to the other side, you hang back and wait for the rest of the group. I also couldn't help but smile at how fascinated everyone was with the cornfields. You'd think none of us had ever seen corn before. We were all acting like city kids at a petting zoo, pointing and laughing like, look, corn!
Corn!
After we got over our newfound love for agriculture, we wrapped things up and it was time to grab lunch before heading out to our final content stop and a last scenic ride to close the day. This was our last content stop, so I wanted to show you where the camera crew sets up when they're taking those action shots. Now, the drill that we're doing right now is just for still photographs. When they are recording video, you have a van like that one right there, pull up in front of you or right next to you. I decided not to record. Look, there's another cameraman. I decided not to record that part because I didn't want my cameras to be blinking during the video. Priorities, right? The basilica welcomes 500,000 visitors from around the world annually, and it invites every single one of them to climb its 178 steps. At the top, a breathtaking view. And just like that, the day came to a close and we made our way back to the headquarters. Fun fact, lane splitting is illegal in Wisconsin, which meant our ride back into the city took longer than it should have, especially since we went back during rush hour traffic. Now, another fun fact is that in Wisconsin, you are required to wear a helmet if you are under 18. If you have a driver's license and are over 18, it is not required by law to wear a helmet. And that's a wrap. We were out there since 9:15 maybe, and right now it's about 5. The ride wasn't long itself. It was maybe 150, 170 miles, but we took about 6 hours because everyone had to take turns to take photos and to record video. So what I'm gonna do right now is freshen up because I probably smell like motorcycle fumes, and we're gonna meet the team once again at 7 to have dinner at our restaurant in town. I hope that was fun for you. I'll try to record a little more, and let me know if you have any questions or if I missed anything. If you want to know, especially if you have questions about the bike. That's it. Okay, this has never happened before. I was at TSA and they couldn't figure out what was on my knees. I am wearing my riding jeans from Revit, and I said they were knee pads. And then like, what are knee pads? Like, they're things that you wear on your knees, and there are pads for your hips, there are pads for your shoulders, for your elbows. And the woman said, we had never seen anything like that before, so we're gonna have to pat you. And they did a bunch of tests. They rubbed something on my hands. They passed a little thing around my knees, and they were not sure. So they took me to a room and basically had me take my pants off so I could show them the knee pads. And then we still can't see them. Like, can you please like take them out? They were super nice about it and very, very polite. So I had to take them out, and it's kind of silly. I feel like in Milwaukee, there are a bunch of, or like a lot of motorcycle companies have their headquarters here. So you would think that they are kind of familiar with riders just wearing their gear, but that was a first. And if you ever come to Milwaukee, make sure you're not wearing your riding gear, because they're gonna stop you and I don't know what's happening. Anyway,